For the longest time, I suppressed my feelings and just lived life quietly.
I was sent to a therapist who was supposed to cure me.
My parents wisely gave me a dissecting kit because I was more interested in science than the dolls.
It was kind of provocative at the time.
I remember thinking to myself, what the hell is going on?
I also remember thinking, I'm never going to be president of the United States.
I said to my dad, I have to talk to you, but you might want a beer first. And he said, oh no, I don't need a beer. And then I actually told him, and he said, you know what, I think I need the beer now.
I thought, wow, I must have broken my mom. That was a little scary.
What was hard for me was looking into my dad's eye and just seeing the sadness in his eyes and knowing that I can't do anything about it and I had caused that pain.
I found out what gay meant when I was about 13 and then realized that I was gay.
I was, just more attracted to boys and men than I was to girls.
I learned that I was gay when I was about 6 years old.
I first knew I was gay rather late in life.
I first knew I was gay in Montessori school when I had a little girlfriend.
Being closeted at home wasn't just about my parents knowing, but was also about their friends knowing.
Make me deaf, or make me blind, or make me mute, or make me handicapped, just do anything other than being gay.
They taught me that being gay was evil and that it was strange and abnormal and unnatural.
They were afraid that I was a pedophile.
At one point, they said that they were going to kill me.
I came out when I was sort of 19, sort of 20.
The first person that I came out to was my piano teacher's daughter.
A lot of my male friends were kind of vainly curious. I think they were hoping that I at least found them somewhat attractive.
I would say it was only in my late 20s that I started to be really comfortable with myself, and accepting my sexuality was part of that.
I was part of a computer gaming association because I'm a computer geek, and some of my friends from that computer gaming club stood by my side, and they let everyone know that anyone who messed with me was messing with them.
Once I came out and realized that I was gay, it made things so much easier for me.
Once I started to come out, I realized how many of my friends were gay.
The law is a really interesting thing.
Fundamentally, one of the purposes of law is to establish equal treatment for everyone.
In order for me to enjoy the same benefits as my straight brothers and my straight sister, that I would have to become an advocate, and that I would have to fight for change.
One of the reasons that I went to law school was because I realized I was suddenly someone against whom the laws worked.
Being a lawyer was something that I really needed to do.
Like other civil rights movements, this is about a minority group who's being ostracized.
There's still a cause out there that needs to be won.
In the end, it's going to be the law that's going to state that all people, regardless of sexual orientation, need to be treated fairly and equally.
There's gonna be times that suck, and they're gonna hurt, and they're gonna take you by surprise, and you're always gonna get through them.
It may seem hard now, and you may feel alone, and you might think that there's no one else to talk to, but you'd be amazed at how many other people there are in your same position.
My sexual orientation is a significant and essential part of me, but it's really not the entire thing.
There's just a lot out there for you to live for.
You are an amazing person. Your life is valuable.
It gets better.
It gets better.
Trust me, it gets better.
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 It absolutely, positively gets better.